Hey everybody, welcome back. If you saw my last video that was posted, I'll actually link it right here for you. I did an entire video about 5 products that took me a really long time to buy, and then once I finally did, I was like, what took you so long? And at the end of that video, I mentioned that I wanted to do a companion video that was the same idea, but about products that I ended up buying and not liking. I had filmed the entire video, but once I went back and watched it, I was like, okay, this is really more focused on products that I didn't like in subscription boxes that I had received, which is not the real theme. So this one is more well thought out. It's the same structure. 5 products that I really wanted to buy, finally did, and then realized that I didn't like them. So the first one is a round brush. Now I feel like I'm gonna get a lot of criticism for this because so many people swear by this. And I think that a lot of my trouble is that I just don't know how to use it properly. Also, I hate blow drying my hair, hate it. Like 90% of the time, I take a shower at night, go to sleep with my hair wet, wake up, and then just do some sort of curl to it or straighten it or figure something out because I hate blow drying my hair. It takes so long. My hair is very, very thick, and so it's just not the funnest process. I feel like using a round brush would just increase the amount of time that it takes me to blow dry my hair because I'd be pinning it up, going in, blow drying, taking parts down, going in, blow drying. Plus, I'm not really good at using this with my left hand. So this is honestly a whole lot of excuses about this product, so it's not your fault, it's mine. My mom actually came to stay with me about this time last year and tried this brush and really, really liked it. So I should just pass it along to her if I'm being honest with myself about how much I'm not gonna use this. But if you have any good tips or you're somebody that really likes to use a round brush, then please share. I'd like to learn how. I own it. I don't know, it's something that didn't work out for me, and I should have known myself a little better when I went to purchase this because I know I hate to blow dry my hair. The second product is a pressed serum. Now, I feel a little bad discriminating against all pressed serums when I've really only tried this one, but I have some thoughts on it. So I actually got this as a FabFitFun add-on. I think I got it for something like $14, and it retails originally in I don't know, the $30 or $40 range, so I thought it was a really good deal. This one for me was just a big old miss. So you open it up and you can see it's just this white, and when you put it on your face, it actually goes on clear, solid form. And so you have to stick your finger into this jar, and it melts a little bit, and then you rub it on your hands and you just put it on your face before a moisturizer right after you've cleansed and toned your face. So I've used this and I just didn't notice a real difference. I feel like the serums that I use that are actually liquidy, I feel actually make a difference when paired with the right moisturizer and toning system, and this for me just didn't do much. It felt like I was putting on one of those pore filling primers, and that's not really when I the type of product I want to put on my face before I go to bed at night. Another downside of this product is it smells exactly like beef jerky. You know, when you were little and you probably begged your parents to have powdered beef jerky, I don't know. Maybe this was just a me thing growing up, but they used to sell that powdered beef jerky, and this smells exactly like that, and I can't get past it. Again, I don't want to put something that's filling in my pores before I go to sleep, or something that smells like beef jerky at all, regardless of the form or the time of day. I'm really glad that I tried this out with that discounted price and I didn't go and splurge on a $40 pressed serum. I would have been really, really disappointed, but for me, $15 on a product that I was taking a chance on is still a little pricey. So I know now that my preference for serums is definitely that liquid form, and I can avoid things like this in the future. This third product is not exactly beauty related, but it's sort of in the beauty health spectrum, and that is these specific Clearly Clean Sonic brush heads. Now this is the off-brand version that I picked up from Target. My roommate and I actually split the pack, and it says on the back, it says this is designed to fit the following Philips Sonicare power brush handles: Diamond Clean, the Flex Care series, and we can really stop there because I have the Flex Care series, so I was like, oh, this is perfect. These are way cheaper. It was 5 for $30 instead of the usual 2 for $30 or something. And the problem with this brush head is that it does not fit properly. So when you are brushing your teeth normally like this, it sounds okay, but when you go to move the angle, it has this horrible sound of the plastic sort of hitting the metal portion that holds the brush head on in a weird way, and it makes a terrible noise. And you can also see that your brush head gets a little gunked up around the ring because the brush head does not fit as snugly on it as the ones that are actually made by Philips for your Sonicare toothbrush. So for that reason, I really tried to cut corners. I tried to save money. The package led me to believe that it would work, but this is one of those things where I've always wondered if the off-brand worked just as well, and I'm here to tell you, in my experience, it doesn't. Now, I know a couple of you commented on my Quip versus Sonicare video saying that my pricing system was off because you have found really good off-brand brush heads for Sonicare. Leave them down below. I'd love to try them. I want to try something that actually works without having that horrible noise or making my toothbrush so dirty with all of the nastiness that sort of gets down into the cracks. I've held off on buying these discounted brush heads for so long, and then I was just sorely disappointed once I finally took the plunge. So spending a little extra money on the name brand brush heads is something that I'm going to continue to do. Okay, so this next product, I will confess, is something that I did get in a subscription box. But this is also a product that a lot of makeup lines are coming out with, and I just think it's an extra step that you can skip. So this is sort of like an anti-haul type suggestion. This is a blush topper. Now, this specific one is Vintage by Jessica Lebeskind or something like that. As you can see, it looks exactly like a blush, but when I tilt it like this, you can see that it's actually really highlightery. So it's basically like a pink highlighter. Now, for a little while I kept this and I used it and I was like, okay, that's cool, but it doesn't do anything different than me just like putting on blush with a little bit of highlighter. Like, I don't really see the point in this, and I feel like it's just an extra product to buy. If you really want that effect, put on your blush and then swirl your brush into a highlighter and then just dust it across the top really lightly and you get the same thing. And if you already own a highlighter and you already own a blush, then there's no need to have a highlighter blush. And last but not least is my Skinny hair wand. So this is something that I actually purchased back in college. This was the first wand that I had ever used, and as you can see, it has a tapered barrel right here. Whoa. When I was first learning how to use this, I thought that this was the best product ever. I really liked the curl that it gave my hair, but because my hair is so thick, I've learned that a bigger, looser curl looks a lot better than a tighter curl. For that reason, I really regret having this skinny barreled wand, because once I finally took the plunge and bought this thicker barreled one that is not tapered, I've learned that this actually creates a better style. So this is actually what I use to do my hair today, and I truly have not touched this one ever since I got this curling iron right here. This one right here is from Hot Tools. It is not a bad product. I do not want that to come across in any way, because this actually does a really great job. But for me, this just, it doesn't create the right look. I also don't really see the point of a tapered barrel. I'm sure that it's there for a reason, and a lot of people do enjoy that type of barrel, but for me, this gets the job done. You have a more even wave. It's going to end up having like a tapered effect anyway, because I don't use the glove that comes with this, so I actually don't wrap my ends all the way around the barrel. It also keeps your ends a little bit healthier looking, because you're not constantly applying heat to them when you use your Hot Tools. This is the Bombay hair wand, which I've mentioned in one of my videos before. There's always coupon codes for this, so I think I ended up getting it for like 60 bucks and it retails for like 170 or something, but it really is nice. The only downside is that with this particular curling wand, it actually has a stand. Where can you actually see that? It has a stand that you can sit on your counter and it won't get anything hot or messed up. This one actually comes with a separate little U-shaped holder, and I don't really like to travel with the little extra pieces. I feel like I'm gonna leave it behind, so what I typically end up doing is rolling up a hand towel and laying this across it to where this doesn't touch anything and it's just sort of floating in the air. There are advantages to this particular wand over this one, but as far as the curl in my hair goes, I wish that I would have discovered my preference for like a non-tapered thicker barreled wand versus the tapered smaller barrel. Those are just a couple of my product regrets, items that I purchased and then realized that I actually have alternatives that I prefer, whether it be the mode of application or the shape and size of the product. So if you enjoyed this video, then please like it. And if you haven't seen the companion video about 5 things that I waited to buy that ended up being, you know, staples in my everyday routine, feel free to check that out. I'll have it linked at the end of this video and in the description box below. So if you like this video, then like it and subscribe. Stick around, join the community, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!